Most money you made during that run? You, I'm asking.
At a show?
In a year.
To be honest with you,
Your business accountant robbed you.
I can't remember, but
your manager robbed you.
I'll say this. I had $5 million in expenses 1 year. And that's expenses.
You?
Me alone.
B.O.B?
B.O.B had
the person?
Yes. Had $5 million in expenses 1 year.
God, shit. All right.
How was the walk?
I'm done.
Caught a breeze.
Man, go ahead and buy a chain, nigga.
that shit, I was like, damn, like, in expenses?
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean,
so you was running through shit, is what that says. You was blowing some shit.
Yo, I used to get...
Y'all ain't hearing that in the story. Hey, I got rich and I got broke.
Yo, I used to get an extra hotel room just to put my clothes in, just to change it.
Man, why not, man? Girl, you know what? Yo, book the fucking whole floor, man. I'm bringing my closet, man. That's how I feel today. Yo,
just to change, bro.
When Slaughterhouse went on tour with Strange Music, we went on tour with Tech Nine.
Yeah.
And this nigga was, I don't know if it was Tech or Travis. Hi, Tech and Travis. Love you guys. But somehow, Tech Nine's Maybach came with us everywhere he went. It's the same thing I kind of see Khaled do now with his drops on Maybach. And all I ever think is, yo, that shit ain't cheap. This ain't cheap.
But you know, that's what we, you know, it's like.
Oh, so you ain't been in no relationship your whole time in this music business. Now I can hear it.
I mean, this shit's been a
time
sweet
consuming.
ride. I mean, because it's like your career is an extra person. It's like I'm me, and then there's B.O.B too.
Yeah.
So,
and somebody has to be able to account for both of them and handle both.
Yeah, I mean, and then you gotta have fun with this shit too. Like you can't let it. You gotta keep your ego in check. You can't be subservient to your ego. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to play the game, man.
I agree.
Keep your head above water.
This may be a personal question. You don't have to answer it if you do not like. Are you in therapy?
You think I need therapy?
That's not what I said. I said, are you in?
That was defensive.
Yes.
You think I need therapy?
that was defensive.
I mean, I'm a crazy motherfucker, man.
We have to dispel that.
Why?
We have to dispel that. First of all, normalcy is ordinary. Mm-hmm. It's boring. So the fact that you got to keep telling us you crazy, no, we crazy. They got to deal with that. It ain't for me to have to explain to you. You're going to find out what time it is when I sit down. So fuck that. We have to dispel the stigma that black people go to therapy because something is wrong.
Yeah, like I really don't think that. I feel like if you judge a bird on its ability to swim in the water, or if you judge a fish on its ability to fly, you're just kind of doing an injustice to its whole existence. And I'm a chaotic individual, so I'm doing a fucking amazing job living in a society that is structured
with y'all, yeah.
It's like, man, fucking, this is brilliant.
It's so funny that you mentioned the structure of society.
Yeah.
As I'm aging, I learn more about it. How do you view that structure?
I mean, you know, it's a school for few, but a prison for many. You know what I mean?
Some would argue school is prison as well.
Well, it depends on what you use it for. Like when I was in school, I was selling snacks, and I actually got up to like making $120 a day. I was making more than my dad was making at work. Mm. And then I thought to myself, like, this is insane. I'm going to school so I can graduate and go to work, but I'm actually making more money than my dad is making at work. And I came home one day, I remember when I had this conversation, I was like, yo, I just made 120 at school today. He looked at me and laughed. He said, that's more than I made today. So I always kind of looked at the structure of things as like, I mean, you could just, if you understand how to finesse your situation, you could, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was in high school, like, doing that shit. So, you know, I think the structure is there for who needs the structure.
Yeah, it's like the kids who be 17 and watch the Army commercial, then they go want to run to the Army. The nigga, fuck you want to be in the Army for? That shit ain't for a 17-year-old, that commercial. They doing push-ups in the sand. That ain't what it's really like.
Oh, yeah, like, and I did military
They used
tours.
to be so proud, too.
Yeah, I did military tours.
Well, you didn't have windows.
Yeah.
You should have wanted to go to the military. The commercials was outdoors.
That's me? Nah, no fucking way, bro.
When I hear how you describe your upbringing, yeah, it sounds like an escape.
But you know what's funny? After growing up like that, then for vacation, then I go to fucking camp in Sedona and be outside with no doors or windows and starting fires. I think that shit is
Or to the
hilarious.
Fire Reef Festival.
Oh yeah, talking about the fire island?
Yeah, don't worry about it. These are Fendi's.
Oh, the flex. Oh shit. Well, sir,
That's not a flex. You just said to me you spent $5 million. You had $5 million in expenses. Me telling you about my Fendi shoes, that ain't really a flex. And I didn't even know they was Fendi's. That's how unfamiliar I am with high-end brands. I didn't know these was Fendi's. I had to look inside these shits.
I think it's like a flex when you don't know though. He's like, hold on, what? Oh, this is Montclair.
You know what?
Didn't even notice.
Yo, you know what happened? The same way that we have, the same way that women will give you their height with and without heels. Like, I put these shits on, and what I learned as a man, and maybe this means I'm insecure, man, I really like the extra height that these little platform things. Yo, once I learned that, I went and bought every McQueen, everything with the little platform was good. 6'3", what's up? So I'm 6'3" out here.
These motherfuckers got some height on them as well.
No. I see all of this
Can we
big.
zoom in
This
on
is
this
big
height?
money shit.
Can we
Don't try to
zoom
say
in on
zoom in on the hill. Zoom in on all this big money shit over here. Take that, Atlantic.
Yo,
Take that, Mike Kaiser, Julian Craig. The fuck out of here.
I fuck with Julie though. She cool
I fuck with Julie. I fuck with Craig.
Julie's a real one.
I fuck with all of them over there. They gave me my start, with the exception of Craig, because they was at Def Jam.
Yo, you was on Atlantic?
No, I was on Def Jam.
Oh, got you.
And had I known that Def Jam was like the little brother, like everybody's under Universal, and Def Jam was the little brother.
But like to me, like that shit's crazy because I always looked at it like fucking Def Jam, like you know what I'm saying?
And that is marketing, the same way the American flag is marketing.
Exactly.
I grew
Yo, they put your fucking kids in school and make them pledge allegiance to that shit.
Yeah.
That's like,
it's sick shit.
That's psychological warfare, bro.
It's all psychological warfare. Crazy. Like, why would I want to stay in school? You're not teaching me about my culture here.
Because if I had it my way, I put my album on a flag and make all the kids sing my song every...
Or if you just knew the origin of the flag and the song as a kid, you maybe not going to stand up and salute. But back to my point, all that was marketing. Because you went back and did the research, and I was watching it. I was watching Method Man, LL, like the history of Def Jam.
Yeah.
If you are MC, you want to be a part of that until you get there and realize, oh, y'all are trying to do some other shit. Y'all are trying to do some new shit. It ain't really about that hip hop flag. It's about monetization.
Oh yeah.
And as a young nigga, I had no idea about that. So yeah, I'm looking over at Atlantic. Niggas was knocking them out the fucking park. I had to look at you. I had to look at, when I was trying to come up with focus, they was pointing me to the BDS of Cassidy Hotel.
Hey, you wanna come to my hotel? Yeah, I remember.
A monster. Yeah, you gotta give me my room key. And I was angry about that. I'll be honest with you. I had resentments towards all of you niggas.
Yeah.
Because I came out, and I feel like this is my therapy session now, but I came out.
But why is it you, Nick? Because I have resentment as well.
I resent that.
It's because I had one of them type of songs, one of them.
I resent your resentment. You, Wale, it's a few of y'all that have had like so much radio success. That's like, for me, I don't feel like y'all should be able to feel something like some of the shit that I feel.
But you know what? It's like, okay, if you have a vintage, like now radio success don't really mean that much now.
Radio means nothing today.
Okay, but look, if you have a fucking 74 Mustang, that still means something. Now. No,
this is where you're wrong. This is where I challenge you on that. Because you.
It's about production value or something.
Well, yeah, you make the best with your shot. So what I mean by that is, I got to Def Jam, I didn't know shit about shit, right? I put my biggest record is Pump It Up immediately. It's no shelf, it's just, I'm out the gates. Now when me and them go bad, I start at whatever my Pump It Up peak audience was, and however many of y'all I can get to follow me on this journey, so be it. It's part of independence. When you say the same thing, hey, I'm taking whoever from all of that, and now who follow me is who follow me. It's like, nigga, that's all the people in the world under that umbrella. So no, I don't feel like y'all get to feel shortchanged. I don't feel like you get to feel like...
Okay. Yeah. I mean...
That's my industry jadedness coming out.
I mean, but it's like, it happens to everybody. It happens to everybody.
If I was you and Lupe, I would curse Atlantic out every day.
I mean, we both did.
Two people I really admire.
We both did. Like, he went through it before I did. And he was like...
I know, you were the reason. You Uzi'd Lupe. Is that not something that you acknowledge?
Well, it's like you don't know, you're not consciously doing it when you're in that situation as an artist, and you don't see how the pieces are moving.
Exactly.
You're not aware. You're just like, man, you just got my record deal.
Yeah, you didn't know
my album.
how you having that early success would even have anything to do with affecting Lupe, who was there already, who maybe was going down the same template that you were before, who they were probably trying to force to get a radio record. Didn't Lupe turn down one of those records? That was a rumor.
No, he did.
Which one?
No, look, let me tell you something. Let me take my jacket off. Is this gonna fuck up the continuity?
No.
If I take my jacket off?
I almost got a whole different hat, bro. I was like,
I'm trying to give y'all some of this orange, too.
Serve these niggas up, man.
Serve y'all niggas some of this orange.
They not ready for this drip.
Yeah, the reason I took my coat off. Both songs, Airplanes and Nothing on You. Okay, let me talk about Nothing on You first.
This nigga caught fucking Bruno.
So look, me and Bruno used to songwrite. Like we used to work in the studio before he was famous.
I resent you. All right, before he was famous.
Look, and he was. I didn't know he played.
So they put so early. They put y'all. See,
but it wasn't like collab. It was just songwriter.
I know.
But look, like I think back then I was playing guitar. I picked up the guitar, by the way, when I was 20, 19. I think I was 19.
I know, because that's what they used to tell me anytime I would talk shit about B.O.B. I would talk shit like, yo, man, the fuck this nigga is? Yo, man, you don't know. That nigga does rock. He plays the guitar. I'm like, whoa, all right. You got it. You got it, buddy.
So they put us in the studio. And we were writing songs, so one day we took a smoke break, and this nigga Bruno picks up a guitar, he started playing and singing. I was like, nigga,
record it.
What the fuck are they doing with you? Why they not putting you out too? Like, what the fuck? We working on my album. So fast forward, a song called Nothing on You comes across my desk, but it's a Lupe Fiasco song featuring Bruno Mars.
Lupe smokes that, I think. That's a great idea.
So
was it done?
It was kind of like kind of the likes of the song when he was with the train. We can go to Paris.
Yeah.
So that song. It was supposed to kind of be like that. And so
that's cute.
I did a verse on it. I was supposed to be featured on it.
I know I heard this story before.
You've heard this story, yeah. So I think at the time it was just like,
See, we should all resent you. I think I remember where the story's going.
okay, but it all the tables are turned.
No, let's stay here. You did the
All right,
feature.
let's stay here. So I was just a feature on it at the time, but I think he'd been going back and forth with it with the label so much that it ended up my song. It was like, all right, well, shit, Bob, here, this isn't. Just put another verse on it, and it's your song.
And go.
Yeah, and the same thing happened with Airplanes, but I never heard a Lupe version of Airplanes. That was like, that was just like through the grapevine type shit, what I heard about, but
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
That shit is like, I mean, that's like the music industry. And then on the back end, there have been songs.
If you are chosen, then that is the music industry. I have never had nothing on you come across my desk. I didn't have a desk.
Look,
I didn't have a desk. The songs that came across my shit, I guess, and then they never performed the way your songs did, but Cassidy, I'm a Hustler, I had the beat first. So it's just a hard beat. If you want to rap to
no,
it, cool.
but look at this, though. Still in This Bitch, produced by Mike Will. I got a beat CD. Do you know all the beats that was on this CD? Rihanna's Pour It Up. What was it? Pour It Up and fucking Bands That Make Her Dance was on the same fucking beat CD. And another Juicy J song, the intro, that Stop It on the intro.
That sound like your EP.
Bro, all this shit was. I never remember hearing this shit. I was in my basement the other day. I saw a Young Thug demo. And I was like, when the fuck did I meet Young Thug? And this demo's in my house. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's stay there for a second.
Okay.
The Atlanta hierarchy. Because, I mean, I always feel like as a New Yorker, I really have no place to speak about that scene out there. But how do you feel? There is an Atlanta hierarchy. You guys now and for this entire decade, and even a little bit before, have kind of aggressively taken your place in hip-hop. Yet when we talk about Atlanta, they very rarely say B.O.B. Now, is that because you were in Decatur and they don't look at, like, I don't know how it's divided out there.
Well, I think it's because,
Is it because of your success? I don't know.
I think it's because, I'm assuming, it's because I've always been so different than any other rapper. Like
they all
nobody can do what I can do, though. I'm a very specific, like, I'm a very, you know the movie Taken, where he's like, look, I have a very specific set of skills and I will find you. Like, I'm that nigga, but I make music. Like, no one can do what I do. Like, I'm a different echelon. Echelon, is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking whatever. And so it's like, but remember the list came out. I don't know who fucking makes these lists.
We don't know.
We don't know. The fucking Inner Circle, whatever.
Now, which list? There's been a lot of lists. The top 50
There
Atlanta.
was the top.
They did a top 50
They did
Atlanta.
a top 50 in
And then
Atlanta.
they did a worst 50.
And then they did the worst 50, which is also a whole, like, who. And so, but they did a top, I want to say they did a top 20 or something, the most singles sold in Atlanta. And I was still number 8. And I'm like, damn, like, I've been kind of like kicking it off the radar for the past 7 years maybe, and I'm still number 8. I was like, man, I really am. Like,
But do you take any responsibility for that?
Absolutely, I do, because I think it's beyond the units moved. Because like there have been a lot of songs, the same way how Nothing on You came across my desk. There have been a lot of songs that come across my desk that I've turned down, and they've been hits, and I'm glad that I turned them down.
Yeah.
because they were hits for like really watered down artists. You know what I'm saying? Every check is not. Some checks will fuck up your future checks.
Yes.
And I learned that very early on.
I ain't even about to ask you about none of the publishing checks you've received. I don't want to talk about it. What I will ask you is, I'll ask you who your favorite artist is right now, but twofold. Creatively and in business sense.
My favorite artist right now?
Yeah.
Creatively and business?
Yeah, and in business sense, having nothing to do with the creative. Somebody you just look at and say, I admire how they are going about working their business.
My favorite artist creatively probably be Tierra Whack.
Tierra Whack.
Currently.
Fire.
Currently. Because like, she does shit that makes me jealous. And very few artists do that. Like, she be doing shit and I be like, motherfucker, why didn't I think of that? You know what I mean? And it's funny because I actually got a chance to run into her. Like, I met her.
Me too.
She fine.
What a beautiful person.
Bruh, she real too. It's like, you don't really meet too many artists like that. And when I met her, I was like, I don't want to do a song. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to watch. I'm a fan. I'm just going to watch.
That's dope.
And so on the business side, artists who I like their business, it's kind of hard to pick one, man, because like when you be around Tech Nine and you see his whole emporium, like this motherfucker.
Compound, all types of shit.
Be like, yo.
Merch factory.
Yo, and it's like, you could be a fucking kingpin in the music biz and no one would even really know like that. You know what I'm saying?
Tech is one of my biggest inspirations as well.
Oh, yeah.
It has been.
And I remember when we around the time we did "Am I Psycho," which is crazy because I made that song in a fucking basement, like on some fucking around shit.
That ain't crazy. That's how the sauce get made, in a basement somewhere.
But it's like, even when I was making sauce, I was like, this some old, you know what I mean?
You have a very rare gift, B.O.B. You do, which affords you the ability to say, hey, even when I was making the sauce, I was putting it over here. But y'all people with that gift, like you've already told us a million times, y'all off a little bit.
Oh yeah, gotta be.
You just gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it.
But I like that.
And
it's one of the reasons I was very excited about talking to you.
Oh yeah. I mean, I felt like we were supposed to talk though.
For ages.
Because when I ran into you in the airport before all of this, and you know,
it's a bad idea. As soon as we get the lights working. now they want to drill some shit.
Speaking of drilling, you ever interview any porn stars? No, I'm just joking.
Well, wait, is this thing still speeding? Yeah. Oh, all right, so we are still speeding. Hey, that's a great segue. You got a future in podcasting. Speaking of drilling, have I ever interviewed any porn stars?
Yeah.
Not
female porn stars, still active, retired. It don't matter. Shit.
Do they retire or do they just go to Cam Soda? Or like OnlyFans? They start doing their dirt or body lonely. Then I got to start buying tokens and shit.
Oh shit! I don't think they retire.
I've never interviewed a retired porn star, but I would, and I would love to.
Have you thought about it?
No. Interviewing porn stars, that's not the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of porn stars, but
because I just think like you know what I'm saying? Like you ask the real questions and like I feel like you could ask, or maybe you should interview them girls, the cucumber girls.
Who are the cucumber girls?
You don't know the cucumber? The girls, remember the girls that I think Boosie put them on his IG that was at the party down in the cucumbers?
Oh, I saw that. I saw that big party in Atlanta.
Yeah.
2 people making fools of themselves with cucumbers. Let me tell you something about Joe B.O.B.
What's up?
I stay far away from where rapper activity is happening. I don't want to be around rappers I don't want to hang out with rappers. I believe most rappers to not be comfortable with themselves. I believe most rappers to perpetrate a fraud. I believe most rappers to not be in tune or aware with anything outside of self, self-centered, self-absorbed, self-entitled. So for my protection and my mental health, because I'm off, no, don't put me around the cucumber girls or the rappers that are putting cucumbers in their mouths.
Well, it's a good thing that I'm not like most rappers.
Yeah.
But I will say, it's a sight to see. Not that I've seen it in person.
The cucumber thing?
Yeah, the cucumber girls. There's like 2 of them. I don't know if it's more. I don't know.
You'll impress me when you do it with a dick.
But this, okay, and this is my point.
Hey,
this is my point.
There's plenty of dicks around.
But this is my point. It is.
Pull it, and this is objectifying, so I don't know if I'm cutting this.
It's not objective. It's plenty of girls who are online, on internet, sucking dicks left and right every single day. No one bats an eye. But as soon as one of them gets a cucumber, the world goes crazy.
Because you could do it with a dick. Why are you doing it with a cucumber? And
well, see, you can't though, because it's attached to a whole person. She can't just pick up a person and just do all that.
Yeah, but I could plank somewhere. Just tell me how you want me positioned so you can get into your bag. Have you ever paid for vagina? Escorts, companionship?
You mean for birth canal?
No. Well, that's why I said companionship.
Companionship?
Escort. Have you needed to be escorted somewhere?
Yo, you know what's real?
That you'd have. I mean, I do know what's real, but I mean, I'm gonna let you answer.
Okay, well, you know what's realer than real? A lot of bitches that sell vagina, they don't want to sell me vagina, because they be like crushing on. They be wanting to be like, they be wanting to be wifey. They be wanting to date, like for real.
Yeah, nigga, you spent $5 million one year. Yeah, shit, I'm trying to cuddle up. What the hell? He mad at them.
Yo,
nah, they doing it right.
But it's like, don't nobody want to sell me no vagina. And I'm like, yo, what?
Okay, here's a question for you. This will tell me what I need to know. What are some of the money transferring applications that are on your phone?
You know what's great
and
about me?
And this is brought to you by Cash App, which is genius of Joe Budden that they never talk about, that I did a Cash App deal and I be sending girls money through Cash App. Nobody talks about how it's genius. Don't worry about it.
Well,
I got a lot of genius shit that don't be highlighted. A Cash App deal while you are Cash Apping women for their needs.
For the needs.
Hair, nails, feet, shaving legs.
All the needs.
Women be doing all that shit. They gotta do that. They doing new shit now. You click on some Instagram, they're gonna be vacuuming their ass, like doing some shit where they pressing some shit on their thighs, trying to get the cellulite out. All the shit that I really like, they try to remove.
Damn.
Stomachs, cellulite.
Yeah, we ain't tripping on none of this.
You have yet to answer either of the questions that I have asked. We just continue to talk.
Okay.
Do you have a money transferring application on your phone? Number one. Number
I don't.
two,
I actually don't.
So you do not have.
Now, I'm not saying that I don't transfer.
You got too much money.
I'm not saying I don't transfer funds.
You just don't do it through.
I don't do it through my personal. I have somebody to do it for me.
Say less, understand. Well, how do? Well, we'll talk about it.
No fingerprints, no evidence.
Okay.